it's me again. I wanted to add on to the video earlier, the information earlier about Portion Fix. I wanted to also talk a little bit about the To Be mindset because it's totally different than Portion Fix, but that's not actually true. It's a totally different approach to really solid nutrition. So in the Portion Fix, you're giving yourself sort of a prescription of what to eat every day. You're calculating your calorie needs, and it's very precise, and that's good. That really is good, but it's not a good fit for everyone. So let's say that if you're restricting the food that you're eating, then you feel like on a bad day you're just going to throw caution to the wind, toss it out the window, throw your arms in the air, and just give up. Well, if that's how you usually handle something that's really strict, then maybe that's not the right fit for you nutritionally. And you'd be better served by something that's really flexible, really self-paced, um, and really, what's the word I'm looking for here? Just really open-ended, and that would be To Be mindset. So in the To Be mindset, you are learning what works best for your body because everybody's a little different. Um, just like with the Portion Fix, you have to calculate your calorie needs, right? So that you know how much to eat and how much of each food to eat. Well, with To Be mindset, you're not calculating anything, but you are kind of experimenting. With guidelines, there is a lot of structure in To Be mindset, but it's a totally different kind of structure. So what you're doing in To Be mindset is the main premise is more like try it and see what happens versus the Portion Fix where you do this and do this and do this and do this with exactness and trust the process and you'll see results. Well, with To Be mindset, it's more of give it a try and see what happens. And because you're tracking everything you do, over time you'll see patterns of what works best for your body to lose weight. And so then once you see the patterns and you see, oh, okay, well, eating this much food at this time of day is giving me what I'm looking for, then you can continue with that. And so over time, you'll get more and more solid with understanding how to treat your body in particular. And then you can just stay on that track to be able to get whatever results you want. With the 21 day, or not 21 day fix, with the Portion Fix system, it is typical and not unusual to lose 2 to 5 pounds a week. With To Be mindset, it is typical, not unusual, very common for people to lose about 10 pounds a month after getting used to it for the first month. So the first month, a lot of people don't see big results because they're doing that trial and error, seeing what's happening and what the patterns are going to be. And then once they figure it out, then, once you get to the learning curve a little flatter, then you can run with that and start losing about 10 pounds a month. But it's not unusual either for people to lose 5 to 7 pounds in the first month, even though you're kind of experimenting. So don't be afraid of it. I love both. I love both nutrition programs. When I started with Beachbody, the the 21 day fix didn't exist. This was 7 years ago. I started with Beachbody, not coaching, but as a challenger like you. So I started, and I just followed the nutrition program that came with each fitness program, and that's also an option. But each program had its own philosophy, and while it was all solid nutrition, there were little differences, little nuanced differences between each program. So I started off doing Chalene Extreme and Brazil Butt Lift, and with Chalene Extreme, you do calculate your calories in the beginning, and then there's like a menu of recipes and things that you can kind of choose from, and a little bit of guidance if you're going to go out to eat. With Brazil Butt Lift, it was just like only clean eating, so don't eat junk food anymore, but otherwise eat if you're hungry, and if you're not, then don't eat. Really, really loose guidelines, and then had some recipe suggestions. My husband was doing Insanity and P90X. P90X is very, for the time, it was pretty open-ended, so it had like guidelines for if you're going to eat out, or it had how to just track your food based on calories, or it had a whole list of recipes that you can just plug into and they'll always work for you. Insanity, by comparison to everything else, was very, very, very strict. It was, you have these meals to choose from, and you can mix and match those meals, and then you'll get the results you want. So then we transitioned over to Portion Fix, which compared to the program's nutrition guides was very easy, very what's the word? It you could use it with any program you want, and so you never had to change the way you eat or change the foods that you're eating or change the your favorite meals or whatever because you were doing a new program. It was just what is the word? You could translate it really easily. I think I'm not using the right one, but anyway, so you can use it no matter what program, no matter what fitness program you're doing. Well, TV Mindset is like an upgrade from that even. So because a lot of people take offense to something that's structured or prescriptive, or feel like they're missing out on life because the program says you can't have sugar or you can't have cookies or whatever. Well, TV Mindset takes all of that out, and you're working equally on resetting your brain to love eating and to not be scared of food and to not be afraid to try to lose weight and to not be afraid of the scale and to not be afraid of writing things down and keeping a record of how you're eating, and also losing weight and actually taking the action to lose weight. So it's really, really good for everybody. If you eat food, you can benefit from TV Mindset, but it is also really open-ended, really loose. It's up to you to decide how to eat, how much to eat, when to eat, what foods to eat, and then see what happens. And if it is going the way you want it to, then you can continue that way. But if it's not, then it's up to you to tweak it so that you can see the results that you want. So it's a lot of extra, not work or pressure, but it's just a lot of owning your results. And so maybe that's not the right fit for you. So I just want to make sure that everyone had an idea of what all the nutrition options are with Beachbody. There are a few. And if you have questions, we want you to reach out to us and talk to us about those questions or concerns, and we can help you to figure out what's the best fit for you, depending on how much time you have each day and how much you can food prep ahead of time, all that kind of stuff, and your attitudes and mentality about food. We want everyone to succeed, and your nutrition is going to be 80% of that success. It's a big deal. So even if you've already chosen your fitness program to do, if you're not working in the kitchen, you will not see the results that you want. You cannot out-exercise bad nutrition. But there are lots of options for helping you to stay on track and feel like you're not missing out on life. Or, in social gatherings, all the summer picnics and barbecues and fun time with family and date nights and all that kind of stuff. So talk to us about any concerns or questions you have, and I will talk to you soon.